Devaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Narottam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayantiri Nashtakayeshu Vajreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Pate Bhavati Nashtiki. So continuing with the discussion on Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila chapter 5, how Pradyumna Mishra received instructions from Ramananda, text 84 on. So previous text, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, there is yet another characteristic of Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Or devotees listen carefully to how he manifests his opulence and characteristics, although they are exceptionally deep. Sannyasi Pandit Ganer Karite Garva Nayak Neech Shudra Dwara Karen Dharneda Prakash. To vanquish the false pride of so-called renunciants and learned scholars, he spreads real religious principles, even through a Shudra, a low-bound fourth-class man. When a man is greatly learned in the Vedanta Sutras, he is known as a Pandit or learned scholar. Generally, this qualification is attributed to Brahmins and Sannyasis. Sannyas, the renounced order of life, is a topmost position for a Brahmin, a member of the highest of the four Varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. According to public opinion, a person born in a Brahmin family, duly reformed by the purificatory processes and properly initiated by a spiritual master, is an authority on Vedic literature. When such a person is offered the sannyas order, he comes to occupy the topmost position. The Brahman is supposed to be the spiritual master of the other three varnas, namely Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and the sannyasi is supposed to be the spiritual master, even of the exalted Brahmins. So generally, Brahmins and sannyasis are very proud of their spiritual positions. Therefore, to cut down their false pride, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached Krishna consciousness through Ramananda Rai, who was neither a member of the renounced order nor a born Brahmin. Indeed, Sri Ramananda Rai was a Grihastha belonging to the Shudra class. Yet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arranged for him to be the master who taught Pradyumna Mishra, a highly qualified Brahmin born in a Brahmin family. Okay, yeah, that's also one of the reasons he wanted Pradyumna Mishra to go to Ramananda. Even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, although belonging to the renounced order, took instructions from Sri Ramananda Rai. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited his opulence through Sri Ramananda Rai. That is the special significance of this incident. According to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy, Jai Krishna Tattvaveta, Sai Guru Hai. Anyone who knows the science of Krishna can become a spiritual master, without reference to whether or not he is a Brahman or sannyasi. Ordinary people cannot understand the essence of Shastra, nor can they understand the pure character, behavior, and abilities of strict followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's principles. The Krishna consciousness movement is creating pure, exalted Vaishnavas, even from those born in families considered lower than those of Shudras. This is proof that a Vaishnava may appear in any family, as confirmed in Bhagavatam. Kirata Huna, Andhra Pulinda Pulkasha, Abhira, Shambha, Yavana, and members of the Khas races, and even others addicted to sinful acts, can be purified by taking shelter of the devotees of the Lord due to his being the supreme power. I beg to offer my respectful obeisances unto him. So this characteristic, this quality of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually repeated all over, among all his devotees. Haridas Thakur, born in Muslim family, Sanatan Goswami, Rup Goswami, they were almost converted to Muslims. But Mahaprabhu, like in the last chapter we studied, Mahaprabhu is glorifying Sanatan Goswami, that he is even uh, fit to give me instructions. So how can Jagdanand give him instructions? And Haridas Thakur is Namacharya. Later, in Antya Lila only, when we'll read, when Haridas Thakur leaves his body, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu celebrated that death. So Mahaprabhu, through his example, is showing us again and again. It doesn't matter if one is born in a Brahmin family or is a sannyasi. It doesn't matter who is he. If he is Krishna Tattvaveta, if he knows the science of Krishna, then he should be considered exalted, advanced, and he should be taken as a guru, actually. Not mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, but other places mention how Narottam Das Thakur, who was not a Brahmin, who was a Kshatriya actually, born in a Kshatriya family, but became guru of even Brahmins. And there were issues because of that. But he was a guru and he was very advanced, qualified. So the point is the devotional service is way beyond any varnashram system. It doesn't mean the varnashram system is wrong. It doesn't mean that. But devotional service goes way beyond. So if somebody is a devotee, so we should not be considering his varna or ashram just a devotee. That's good enough. And here Mahaprabhu, as it is said, he sent this Pradyumna Mishra, was a Brahmin and born in a Brahmin family, to Ramanand Rai for instructions. By the grace of the Supreme Lord Vishnu, anyone can be completely purified, become a creature of Krishna consciousness, and become the spiritual master of the entire world. This principle is accepted in all Vedic literature. Evidence can be quoted from authoritative Shastra showing how a low-born person can become the spiritual master of the entire world. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to be considered the most beneficent personality, for he distributes the real essence of the Vedic Shastras to anyone who becomes qualified by becoming a sincere servant. So anyone can become qualified by becoming Mahaprabhu's sincere servant. That's the only qualification that is required. Bhakti prema tattva kahe rai kare bhakta, apani pradyumna mishra sahay shrota. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached about devotional service, ecstatic love, and the absolute truth by making Ramanand Rai, a grihastha born in a low family, the speaker. Then Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, the exalted Brahman sannyasi, and Pradyumna Mishra, the purified Brahman, both became the hearers of Ramanand Rai. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in his Amrit Pravaha Bhashya that sannyasis in the line of Shankaracharya always think that they have performed all the duties of Brahmins, and that furthermore, having understood the essence of the Vedanta Sutra and become sannyasis, they are the natural spiritual masters of the whole society. Similarly, persons born in Brahmin families think that because they execute the ritualistic ceremonies recommended in the Vedas and follow the principles of Smriti, they alone can become spiritual masters of the society. These highly exalted Brahmins think that unless one is born in a Brahmin family, one cannot become a spiritual master and teach the absolute truth. To cut down the pride of these birthright Brahmins and Mayavadi sannyasis, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu proved that a person like Ramanand Rai, although born in a Shudra family and situated in the Grihastha, can become the spiritual master of such exalted personalities as himself and Pradyumna Mishra. So this is how he glorified Ramanand, or glorified his position. This is the principle of the Vaishnava cult, as evinced in the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. A person who knows what is spiritual and what is material, and who is firmly fixed in the spiritual position, can be Jagat Guru, the spiritual master of the entire world. One cannot become Jagat Guru simply by advertising oneself as Jagat Guru without knowing the essential principles for becoming Jagat Guru. Even people who never see what a Jagat Guru is and never talk with other people become puffed up sannyasis and declare themselves Jagat Gurus. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not like this. Any person who knows the science of Krishna and is fully qualified in spiritual life can become Jagat Guru. Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally took lessons from Sri Ramanand Rai and also sent Pradyumna Mishra, an exalted Brahmin, to take lessons from him. Now the question is, so what's the position of Brahmins? Why Krishna created this 4 varnas and 4 ashrams? Yes, Brahmins are very exalted personalities, no doubt. But the Brahman doesn't only mean Brahman by birth. Brahman, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvarnyam Yasrishtam Gun Karma Vibhagasha. Gun and Karma. It's based on the basis of quality and the work one does. Now, does it mean everybody born in a Brahman family is not qualified? No. See, to be born in a Brahman family, one has to perform lots of pious activities in previous life. And if somebody has performed any type of yoga, bhakti yoga, hatha yoga, and made some advancement spiritually. So he can be born in a Brahmin family, he or she. But then again, one has to have those qualities and the work related to Brahmanas. He has to do that to be really considered a Brahman. But even if he's not doing, he's still called Brahmbandhu, not Brahman. But from our perspective, yes, we should be offering respects to everybody, and why not to a person born in a Brahman family? We should be. But at the same time, real Guru is a Vaishnava, as Mahaprabhu explained earlier. And a Vaishnava could be anybody. Because again, a Brahman is some purification of consciousness is there, definitely. But a Vaishnava goes beyond that. Vaishnava is engaging his senses in the service of the Lord. Studying of scriptures is also service of the Lord. But studying of scriptures that Brahmins do, or they're supposed to do, but studying them correctly under the guidance of a bona fide Vaishnava spiritual master, and then engaging oneself in the service of the Lord. That's what Vaishnavas do. But the problems happen when we become envious of each other. Should not be envious. It happens. That's the reason we are here in the material world to begin with. And that's where the problems will start. Jagannath Ji himself, and look at his Rath Yatra festival. Starts from Snan Purnima all the way till he goes back inside the temple. And who is he engaging in his service? In this time, the Daitapatis. Daitapatis are who? They are descendants of Vishwavasu. Vishwavasu was a Sabar, comes from a Sabar family or Sabar tradition. Sabars means Adivasis, and who used to take care of pigs. Those are Sabars. For Jagannath Ji allowed him to serve Nilamadav. Lord himself allowed him to serve Nilamadav. Not because he was a Sabaru, because he was a great devotee of the Lord. And then Jagannath Ji, when he appeared, Nilamadav disappeared. So then it became a tradition. Maharaj Indradyumna established that this time, Snan Yatra, which is considered as birthday of Lord Jagannath. Because when Jagannath Ji appeared from 3 logs of wood, it was all the soldiers of Maharaj Indradyumna could not bring out those 3 logs from the river, Mahanadi. Vishwavasu, when he went, all the logs came out. So he is considered responsible for the Jagannath Ji, the way we see him. Because he is one of the key persons. Then Maharaj Indradyumna asked for somebody to come and make those deities. That old man came, who is what's his name? Who was the architect of everything among the demigods. Slipping my tongue. So he came, Vishwakarma. Thank you, Vishwakarma. So he came and he carved the deities. And Queen Gundicha, wife of Indradyumna Maharaj, because the condition was nobody should knock on the door and let me finish my work. So after a few days, she got restless because there was no voice coming, no sound from inside. So she asked Indradyumna Maharaj, maybe that old sculptor died inside. So Maharaj Indradyumna opened the door and 3 deities were there, along with, Sudarshan. So that is why Gundicha is considered, because she was instrumental in bringing the deities or making of the deities, so birth of Jagannath. So she is considered as Mosi, because Ma is Yashoda Maya. She gave birth to Krishna. But Gundicha, she is considered a Mosi, because she was also instrumental in getting the deities of getting that form of Jagannath. The Vishwavasu is also there. And his descendants still get to serve Lord Jagannath, Lord of the universe, for the most important time period of the pastimes of Jagannath. And this service is not just like formality. Look at them, how they bring Jagannath Ji out of the temple, Paundi festival, and how they serve him, feed him. It's just amazing. It's completely amazing. People look at it from commercial angle. Earlier, nowadays we are not allowed to go on top of the chariot and serve Jagannath. Earlier we were allowed until 2013. Oh. And we went up there, we hugged Jagannath, Radha Prabhu, Abhishek Prabhu, we all had wonderful experience. We served Jagannath Ji. Yes, we gave some money to the pandas who were serving, but that's okay. But this is what the Lord wants. And here also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is establishing the glories of Ramananda Raya and making Pradyumna Mishra go and take shelter and get the lessons from Ramananda. So the Lord doesn't make all these distinctions, no differences. He says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham Sarva Bij Pradapita, Sarva Yonishu, Aham Bij Pradapita. For every species of life, he is the father. He doesn't make discriminations. Of course, we should not based on the body. We make discriminations based on the consciousness, and when we are preaching, whom to preach to. So idea is not to preach to offensive people, because if they commit more offenses, then they will go to hell. That's all. So otherwise, there's no distinction who we preach to, who we don't, and who we give prasadam to. There's no distinction. So going by Jagannath Ji's Rath Yatra festival and the procession and all the wonderful ceremonies, so we should develop love for all, but obviously be careful in dealing with everybody. Sometimes people say this: why do you discriminate? Krishna, did Krishna teach you? Well, Krishna himself says in Gita, Paritrana sadhuna vinashaya dushkrita. So he also discriminates. He is there to protect his devotees and kill the miscreants. Of course, we are not here to kill anybody. We are not Kshatriyas. But discrimination is there in that sense, in the sense of consciousness, not in the sense of soul or body. No. So anyway, like Chanakya Pandit also said in his teachings, one should take gold from even a filthy place. Just get the gold, clean it and use it. Gold doesn't lose its value. Means one should take instructions or teachings for even so-called low-born person, so-called. The instructions are instructions, very valuable. So similarly here, we should not discriminate that way. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed Jagannath Ji's Rath Yatra, and these are the next 8-9 days. There'll be wonderful pastimes in Gundicha Mandir, and then they go back to Shri Temple. Wonderful pastimes. So let's enjoy those. Okay, so we'll stop here. See anybody has any questions or comments?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Jai Jagannath. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mata. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I wish to go to Jagannath Puri for Rath Yatra once.
We all go.
Later, you're not only one.
We all go, Mataji, don't worry. Discussing this thing. कहते ना पाइपलाइन में है प्रोग्राम.
बिल्कुल जाना है.
जाना है.
क्योंकि प्रभु जी आप जब एक्सप्लेन करते हैं ना, तो वो ऐसा लगता है कि हम ऑलरेडी वहां पे गए हैं, तो वो सच में जाके एक बार फिर से खुद से फील करने की इच्छा होती है. जैसे आपने राधा कुंड के बारे में बताया था, गिरिराज गोवर्धन जी के बारे में बताया था, फिर वहां जाने के बाद, सुनने के बाद, वहां जाने के बाद धाम और भी बहुत ही ज्यादा सुंदर और बहुत ही ज्यादा, मतलब ऐसा लगता है कि हम कहाँ हैं. वाओ.
Yeah, they are those wow places actually. No doubt about it. Yeah. Well, let's see when Jagannath allows us to come. Okay, you all have safe and wonderful days. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.